I don't know, I swear sometimes I just click log in and it's like, you're allowed in. Not today, though. And definitely not right after Endwalker release, where even playing on an EU server, I was waiting like hours. Now, what the hell was I doing? I'm gonna assume talking to this guy. Oh, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Okay. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. Sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You'd do well to remember this. Just may help you win the favor of our forest friends. Oh, still here, huh? Great. So one more thing you should know about the Sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring along a draft. What was it again? My wife Rosa and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than mine own. My brain is going. Go talk to someone else. I was told to do this. Does this actually... Yes, I do have dances. What is that dance? You're an adventurer, are you not? Aye, you have the same air about you as father. He used to be an adventurer. Like you, before he took an arrow to... Wait, nope, that's not what it said. Though he has long since retired and now finds pleasure in welcoming travelers to his humble hut. We also serve hot meals to the brave men and women who protect our borders, a small token of our appreciation for their efforts. Speaking of which, our meat stocks are running perilously low again, and I must head into the bramble patch to trap some game. Sorry to cut short our conversation, but duty calls and no one else is going to... Oh, I do hate to impose, but might I trouble you to take this box of hunting tools and lay the traps in my stead? It is for a good cause, as I mentioned. There are only so many hours in the day, you understand, and every bell I spend on this task would be a bell spent neglecting another. Do you just spend long periods of time just scrolling and seeing what new cat emote you can use today? I swear you never use the same one twice. Some of them are thoroughly ridiculous, yes. Oh, I'm fighting something. Okay, random lemur. One second. Okay, on to the next. Wow, that is scrolled in. Oh god. Can I get... pugilists don't get Peloton, do they? Oh wait, what the hell am I doing? Do. I spent so long without mounts. I forgot that I can use mounts now. And that. And take that. There's another one over this way. Oh. Where are you? Beneath the planks. One in just like a random spot off in another map. Did you find any actual work to do after 10 o'clock this morning, Bird? Or did you sit around and play video games instead of working? The peace offering for the sylphs, or anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey. But I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep, dear. No, their tastes run more to the unusual. Are you, perchance, familiar with milkroot? It's what we call the root of the most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. Why does that sound like an opiate? Not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Where you stimulate it somehow, with some of this amber syrup, for example. You might be surprised what comes out. Good luck! Where's the last... no. Oh, yeah, it is there. Okay. My day was spent putting bank statements into Excel so that I can analyze them later, and yeah. It's very important work that I absolutely have to do, but dear God is it boring sometimes. Oh wait, they're down there. And we're watching. And we're watching. And there's a wild hoglet. You know what we do with those? Punch him in the face. I think I put the hunting... Yeah, traps. How dare you let the Excel get unorganized? There's the last. It's not worth mounting up for. Wow, that was so difficult. Not even anything to fight, just use an item here, use an item here, use an item here. Good to see you back in one piece. Is there aught to report? A run-in with fell fiends, you say? That is passing odd. Never had trouble with a locophone on this patrol route in the past. Mayhap their numbers are on the rise. We must keep a close eye on things. Anyway. Thanks for your help, friend. Where'd that bird go? I definitely saw a bird just fly and then just disappear behind this tree. Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Yeah, this stuff. Milkroot? But of course. Those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road. A gift of milkroot will have the sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. Taking the liberty of wrapping your milkroot well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh. Not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. Sylphs loves this stuff, but me? I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. Dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the morbol that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? The sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you'd regale me with your adventuring tales. Ah, and before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Ameline here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. Good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Camuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many an occasion, and has the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root the sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver. A missive from the elder Seedseer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy. That would be you. And restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the XIV has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. The 12 see you return with good tidings. Thank you ever so much. Now all that remains is for us to wait, and to pray for a bountiful catch. I shall have the wood whalers check the traps on the morrow. They're more than happy to do so, knowing that the meat will end up in their bellies like as not. But if I might be permitted to speak seriously for a moment, it is not an easy time to be a frontier sentry. Fearsome beasts abound in these parts, and there is the imperial threat besides. Thus am I glad that, I, who cannot wield a sword, may yet play my part by preparing hearty meals for those brave men and women who willingly endure hurts that simple folks like me might enjoy peace. Do I want... Nope, I'll take the money. Where are you? There you are. Ah, I shan't get a wink of sleep until I found out who it was. Hear my tale, adventurer. Last night, upon returning from my patrol, I caught sight of a child playing atop the roof. Fearing for the little one's safety, I called out, but the child promptly vanished. Now we haven't received word of any missing children here. But if there were even a chance, were it not for my duties here, I would be out searching now. Might I trouble you to climb to the roof and investigate in my stead? Ah, the endless fun that is getting up on this bloody roof. Here's the secret. You don't try to jump up to the roof. Jump. Come on. Down to the roof. Small leaf, small leaf, small leaf. Young leaf. Yes, hi, Smokey. Oopsie. Almost jumped off the roof. That would have been bad. Small cane, young leaf. Hello down there. Ah, you have returned. Tell me all that you have learned. Found this cane atop the roof, you say? It is far too small for our use. I'd wager it belongs to one of the sylphs of Little Solace, the settlement to the east. Well, I suppose that solves the mystery. It would seem that the child I saw was in fact a sylph. I was so worried. At any rate, we should return the cane to its rightful owner. Please take it to a sylph named Alexia in Little Solace. She will know what to do with it. And while you're there, tell her in no uncertain terms that her people should not wander the forest at night. I mean, I can tell them that. They're not really gonna listen. We are attuned to this, right? Yep. Shut up, Fate music. We are listening to the Mount music. What brings Walking One to the abode of little ones? Walking One brings Cain. This one was looking under every leaf and flower for Cain. This one's heart is full of joy. Walking One is kind, like Seed Seeing One. This one likes kind ones. This one will befriend a kind one. Kind one has this one's word. Walking One is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story. But this one expects no such thing. Walking One should go home and leave this one be. Okay, but what if I dance for you.
I'm a kitty cat, and I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. Cat, I'm a kitty cat, and I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance.
This one would welcome Walking One who moves like these ones. If Walking One would talk to this one will answer. This one is Busy One, so Walking One should speak with quick tongue. Walking One would bring gift to this one? Walking One is most kind. Walking One brings Milkroot. Milkroot fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks, gives many, many thanks. Walking One carries a message for Elder One? This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking One should not worry. Hello there. We're envoys from Gridania, and I clicked too early. Aye, we come to pay our respects to your elder, and to learn from him more of your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These Walking Ones come from Gridania? Walking One became a Dancing One and brought Milkroot, but Walking One tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Other one is busy. Walking One should go home. Go home, you say? But the Sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Archon here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seedseer herself. Still you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of Walking One's. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking One wastes everyone's time. Well, I never turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Archon's jig insufficiently jiggy? Baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. No, yes, I'm not trying to add a scene. Do I care about any of these? Do not. Would you like the item you'll never use, the item you'll never use, or the item you'll never use? Say, Archon, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all that trouble to learn the Sylph's traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a Sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing any interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Ow! Ow! There goes those bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again. Sure, I'll dance with you. I'm just a little busy pretending to be injured. Dance. Dance for me. Ooh. Walking One knows Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. This one is weaving cloth. Walking One would know more. This one does not trust walking ones who do not show respect. Oh my god, I will dance for you. Fine. Just as soon as I learn to get my fingers in the right place and not type one character to the left. Walking would be a friend to these ones? This one is overjoyed. But this one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if Walking One learned the secret, Walking One could not weave in the same way. Okay. Not really caring too much about your weaving, bruh. Just want to be allowed to continue the game. / dance. Ah, Walking One is a friend to these ones. Friendly like gracious Elder One of Forest City. Knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Now will you talk to me again, Kumixio, however your name is pronounced. I actually don't know if the XIO is more like a show. Archon, would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solace. The better news? I have thoroughly recovered. Those accursed leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure. How convenient, Ida. Yeah, I've always pronounced it Komuxio too, but now that I'm thinking about it, there are multiple languages where the XI sound is more like a she.